You didn't want to get involved in the Ukraine conflict militarily for obvious reasons. Are you willing to get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if it comes to that?
Yes.
You are.
That's the commitment we made. The idea that it can be taken by force is just not appropriate. It will dislocate the entire region and be another action similar to what happened in Ukraine.
To throw a monkey wrench in what these elite, international bankers are trying to do, and that's why they're so furious, man. The money that's being poured into Ukraine, it doesn't matter to them. They're putting all their chips. They're putting all their eggs in that basket. They jumped 2 feet in, and they're willing to die on that hill that is in the Ukraine to try to take down Russia, and it's going to bring about the destruction of America, man. It's going to make these European nations realize, look, man, this whore, we gotta do away with this bitch because she gonna get everybody killed. She gonna get us all blown up. And the perfect example is those mafia movies. Goodfellas come to mind, man. Tommy was their guy. He was there. He was their hitman. You know what I'm saying? But it comes to a point where you get too big for your britches, and they gotta take you out.
I got something for you real quick. Jeremiah 50 and 23. How was the hem of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
Yeah, the Heavenly Father, the scriptures say that there's a snare made, a trap, man. It's a trap. It's a trap, It ain't gonna go down the way that you Americans think it's gonna go down, man. You see, a lot of people, they stopped talking about the Middle East, right? Because what happened in the Middle East is America suffered a humiliating defeat in the Middle East. And that's Afghanistan. We know what happened in Afghanistan, but in Iraq, Iran completely took over Iraq, militarily and culturally wise, man. So they're not beefing anymore. They're cool with each other now. There's Iran set up markets in Iraq, military in Iraq. They're bombing. They're fighting U.S. bases in Iraq. And what they did was, what Iran did was built a bridge. Man, the Lord is beautiful, man. He built a bridge from Iran to Iraq to Syria, and we know what's right there. The main target. The main target. And the scriptures talk about that. The scriptures talk about that. The rivers of Euphrates drying up to make waste. But what happened was when they had their little plan, the little, I think 5-year plan or 7-year plan to take down 7 nations. Yeah, that little video that was what Vladimir Putin, what Assad did was he invited Vladimir Putin into Russia. Russia came with the S-300s into Syria. The water, bro. He came with the missile defense system so that they wasn't able to bomb them at will. He came with jets, and basically Russia supplied the air dominance over Syria in order to basically to take over that country. And now this is why Israel, the Israelis, I'll say, are starting to turn it up. They did the biggest military drill that they'd ever done, basically going into the bombing and starting a war, all right, with Iran. And this thing is gonna, this is the trap that's set, that's gonna, this thing is gonna pop, man. This thing, China's itching to get into Taiwan. Itching to get into Taiwan. Why? Because in their mind, if they take Taiwan, it's a wrap. Because there's nowhere on the earth that has microchips with the technology like Taiwan. Other companies in the Silicon Valley, they tried to take it, they tried to imitate it, they tried to do what they, basically bootleg it, counterfeit it, but they can't do it. The majority of the world's chips are produced in Taiwan.
They have that raw material over there too.
Yep.
That they can excavate and use to build it. Forget the name of the material. One of them is lithium, and another one is because that lithium mountain was found underneath the ocean. And that's where China was like, oh, don't come into the South China Sea, because that mountain is there. So they don't want no British ships there. They don't want American ships in there. That's to protect that in itself. So this is one of the things that they're going to go to war over Taiwan for. And they keep on continuing to tell Taiwan, do not fraternize with this guy. Leave this guy alone. Just don't do it. The more Americans go over there, the more China is edging on this war with Taiwan. They're going to do it, man.
So the future, basically the future of the world's economy is tied into Taiwan, man. That little island off the coast of China, man. That little island, so much is big, and this is going into like technology, like primarily military technology. The chips that's used for these missiles and tanks and things of that nature. It's not even to mention the cars. The reason why, you know, the prices of the cars are shooting up is because of a chip shortage. But this is on a level of military dominance, man, because that technology is what they don't want China to get, because as time goes on, hey man, the Chinese military is gonna blow everybody out the water. There's nothing you could do. It's like $1 billion of them over there, man.
I got an article too.
Yep,
Going back to 2021, June 19, 2021. It says from the Wall Street Journal, says the world relies on one chip maker in Taiwan, leaving everyone vulnerable. It says Taiwan semiconductor manufacturers chips are everywhere, though most consumers don't know it. The company makes almost all of the world's most sophisticated chips, and many of the simpler ones too. There are in billions of products with built-in electronics, including iPhones, personal computers, and cars, all without any obvious signs that they came from TSMC.
Can I say this? What are we about to go into? What Klaus Schwab is talking about? The fourth industrial revolution. Yeah, but it's going to be technocratic. You see what I'm saying? Everything's going to rely on technology. You see, this is the foothold right here. They need a foothold. If they can control how technology is being built and when it's built, then they have the foothold. This is the foothold that everybody's going to be jostling against for. They're going to be jockeying for this position.
If I may add to, the fourth industrial revolution goes into transhumanism, merge human being with machine. You know what I'm saying? To make artificial intelligence. You know that goes into the chip, man.
That's right. It says, you want to speak on that?
No, go ahead.
It says, which does the it says, I'm gonna start. It says, start back here. It says there are in billions of products.
It's like the Holy Grail. It's like the Holy Grail, and for America to allow that to fall into the Chinese hands,
They're done. They lost.
it's over.
Yeah, they lost.
It's more than oil, you know, because oil you could abstract from it. You could go to Nigeria, you could go to the Middle East, you can go to Alaska, you know, you could go to the Gulf and get this. But this raw material here, this is needed. So this is what's going on in the world, but these are the, you know, the fruit, you know, so to speak, that Yahweh dangles in front of the nations to get them to, you know, to get ready for that war, man. Get ready for that war. You got same thing with what you got it though, bro?
You finish up. It says there are in billions of products with built-in electronics, including iPhones, personal computers, and cars, all without any obvious signs that they came from TSMC, which does the manufacturing for better-known companies that design them, like Apple Inc. and Qualcomm Inc. It says TSMC has emerged over the past several years as the world's most important semiconductor company, with enormous influence over the global economy. With a market cap of around $550 billion, it ranks as the world's 11th most valuable company.
11 most. Now you see how small Taiwan is, but their economy is colossal. It's colossal. It's huge. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. All right, so you have that. Okay,